Gunpoo needs to, I think, confront
Firewind
while he's down and out. So I think
Firewind's not making many friends.
No, well, he's kind of like picking up children and exploiting them.
Yeah.
So I think
he like negs them and everything. Yeah. He's like, yo,
yeah,
you're horrible, Gunpoo, but whatever.
Your magic is bad magic.
Be a hero
Cilantro.
though, Gunpoo, please.
Kill for me, Cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think that it has to be a scene where Gunpoo like wakes up or whatever off the ground and sees Firewind on the ground after being like de-staffed, essentially. Like you see your wife like do this, and you're like coming more cognizant. Like you're still bulked up, but you're not like as rage
coming down.
Like that blast and that teleportation thing.
I'm coming down from the berserk.
Yeah, that rage venom, and I think it should be a scene where.
So am I going back to normal Gunpoo?
Yeah.
Aww.
Just a little bit.
And we see like before Gunpoo wakes up, we see the rats starting to shrink down.
Yeah.
And then Gunpoo gets up and he's starting to
like
shrink
the dead
down.
rats, they're starting to turn back into tiny little normal rats. Yeah. Because the blast.
Okay.
And then I think there should be a confrontation, and it either goes, and then Josh can choose whether how it goes.
So you can start it since I'm on the ground. Cold hard ground.
Yeah,
the
Gunpoo's
bodies
like
hit the floor.
Okay.
Back to old Gunpoo voice.
Yeah.
Did I do good, Firewind?
Well, I wasn't explicit with instructions.
Well, you did just say be a hero, and I wasn't really sure. And whatever I was on, man, whew, it's just like,
Jeez.
oh, I just wanted to destroy stuff and whatever. I don't know even what happened, and I'm kind of coming down off that high.
Yeah. Did you by chance eat some cheese, Gunpoo?
Maybe. I might have found some cheese.
In the basement?
Well, I beat the monster in the basement.
Oh, yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, I told Achilles all about it. She can vouch for me.
Oh, yeah, Achilles. She can be trusted real well.
Yeah. Well, she is my wife.
I forgot. Fucking great. Well, you fucked everything, Gunpoo.
I can't believe you'd say that in your condition.
Yeah.
And after I did all that for you.
Yeah.
Burn.
You ate the cheese. You destroyed the teleport portal. You clearly worked behind my back with your wife.
Well, she is my wife,
You fucked
man.
me in every way.
Well, she is my wife, man. What do you expect me to do?
Remember all the times that we've traveled together. Clearly, that doesn't matter to you.
I'm really starting to think we have a bad relationship here. I feel like we should probably just split ways. I don't even know why you kept dragging me off on adventures. 10 years, Firewind, and all you've ever done was talk shit about me.
You've been traveling with him since you were 10? I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, he's a predator. God!
I guess you weren't the first.
I think it's just a good idea for us to part ways.
Yeah, well.
Is this a negative?
And maybe I'll focus on fixing my relationship with my wife.
Yeah, well, you can tell her while you're there to go fuck herself.
Well, she's like standing over there. She's like just flat-ended you. You can tell
I never
yourself.
trusted you either.
I don't trust you either.
So I feel like this is a good resolve. We kind of.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely got negative.
Yeah,
Because I'm just losing everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I wanted. From this scene, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I spit in your direction.
I will never achieve my need to be a hero.
I know.
For this relationship.
Right.
Fine. All right.
All right, I'll establish. It'll be everyone.
Sans Firewind.
Oh, wow. No. I don't know. That's up to him.
Yeah.
It's just a race to wherever we.
It makes it easier if he's not there, but we'll see. He could also still be there.
He's resourceful.
Actually, yeah, let's have him in the scene.
He's at least on the floor.
Yeah. Well, I
We
don't
just
know
keep
where-
throwing him down
That's
the
right.
ground.
Get the fuck down.
So I can start with saying, like, Cilantro, I'm sorry you lost your heirloom, your necklace. I know it was really important to you.
It was all I had from who I was.
That's not true. I need you to think about that daisy spell.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it right now.
And now I want you to say White Fang. I want you to really think about, was that the location?
Yeah,
White Fang?
Forget it.
Okay. Just like keep that word really close to your heart and just,
Okay.
I need you to think about all of your friends here today. And I need you to cast that daisy spell.
Oh, you mean Dandelion Puff?
Dandelion Puff.
Okay.
Think about everyone who's close to you right now. And just
This
repeat
dead
White
rat.
Fang.
White Fang and Dead Rat.
And then basically where I'll cut it off is
You want it to be
I want us to teleport, but I
Yeah.
want you to tell me
if I do it or not?
what actually,
Yeah, what? Because there's
who
actually
was involved and what
and
is
also
on
is
the other
White
side.
Fang Spire and all that. Kind
White
of
Fang
stuff,
Spire. Okay.
Wow. Oh, I've got so much power right now. All of us do. I mean,
I'm
so
fine with
here's
whatever.
Here's what I want to
Okay.
do. What your Guida is telling me. Think about everybody who's close to you right now.
I believe in you, Cilantro.
And so I want it to be Amber. Like this is a collaborative thing, but I want you, if you guys agree with it narratively, but I think it makes sense if I give a negative outcome to Brandon because Cilantro doesn't feel close to any of you. Like literally, you told me that you were gonna Guido was supposed to train me. I don't know. I never got really close to Achilles. Never doesn't like you. There's some sort of thing between
There's
me.
animosity.
Animosity between me and so I'm thinking
You're
about
the
White
new
Fang.
sidekick, and I hate you, and I made it always clear to you.
Yeah.
So we've never been
And
close.
you guys are tied to each other, and you've been kind of weird and stuff. And he's like, okay. And he sits and thinks, and then you see him just dandelion poof out of nowhere.
I 100% agree with this.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. I think Queen is just like, fuck.
The only thing I would have added, if
Yes.
it's possible, is like Achilles tries to like grab a wrist.
Oh.
But she would also take her husband. Because she's
Oh.
like,
We all hold hands, but
she's
only,
starting to like,
only.
I kind of respect him now. Like, he's getting, like, she's going through an arc. Like,
I mean,
I guess I could
what
share this
you
word with
could
him.
do is that could be a thing, but that would be like the cliffhanger, that would be
Right.
like episode 2.
Well, that's actually add this all up, and you can actually do the resolution.
Yeah,
there.
we could do a resolution.
Okay.
So I think that what
There's
we
your
do,
negative.
There's a negative for you, Brandon. As soon as the last scene ends, the aftermath begins. This part wraps up your sad little tale, following the characters into an uncertain future. In the face, players determine their character's fate from their outcome cards. Yes.
We can give a card to someone if we want.
Yes,
though.
that's
Okay,
judgment.
sorry. Oh, sorry.
Continuing clockwise from the last scene, each player may, if they wish, give one of their face-down outcome cards to another player. This will shift the balance of both players' cards for better or worse. Always do this before turning the card over to reveal its value. So basically, you would know if this is positive, negative,
That's it. Yeah.
but you don't know the value. So
Oh, I see. I mean,
you can choose to give. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I'm not
I'm
going to
passing.
change.
So the only reason you give something to someone else is to kind of push them in a direction you think that seems appropriate.
Oh, I see.
So you're like, oh, that person I think really should have had. If you want to give them a positive, you think they, it's.
I think we're all neutral characters.
Yeah, I think so,
honestly.
too.
yeah.
Is anyone wanting to pass anything to anyone?
Nah.
Okay, next.
So, counting your cards. Turn over all your outcome cards and add up numbers as you did at the tilt. See, doing the math. The result will be the number
all
0.
4 of the ones we have collected.
I believe it's all.
we
I
adding?
think it's all 4, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I have negative 3. Is that right?
What do you got?
For all of those?
3, 3, 4, 2. So, here, negatives.
You're at 0.
I'm at a 0. That's the worst
fucked. You're
outcome.
so
God damn it. Josh?
negative 10.
What the hell? We don't like you.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's gonna be great.
Brother John?
I have a -5.
Kristen?
Positive 1.
Oh no!
Brandon?
I have a -1.
Oh wow!
Damn!
Oh boy. Okay, what's next?
So, I think we do the aftermath cards.
All right.
So we have an aftermath of me was 0. Here's positive 1 for Kristen. I don't think I even have
There
a
should be-
0. Yep, there's 0. So we've got a -10 for Josh. We have a -1 for Brandon
-5.
and a -5 for Brother John. All right. How do we want to go around? Taking turns from the highest aftermath result to lowest. So the highest would be Kristen.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going. Is it high?
Positive to negative.
Or I thought it's highest values.
Oh.
I would be the highest.
But your negative number.
The
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay. Read it out to
Okay.
the group and then take a moment to explain what that means specifically for each of your characters. How did their story end? Did they get everything they wanted?
I got an aftermath of tolerable. I've emerged from this remarkable mess smelling like a rose, to be honest. I feel like I'm a little better off, actually. It's not like I learned anything, but I also probably didn't get caught. Checks out. So you know what this means. Oh, Firewind's got another protege on lockdown.
God!
And he finds, Achilles may have pawned off the staff, but it's a psychic link. He just goes and,
Finds it.
pays it off later if needs to be. He knows where White Fang is at, but, business is good as a wizard. So,
Wow.
gonna keep on trucking.
Didn't learn nothing.
Nope.
All right.
So the next
Should
one.
have killed him. Oh, well.
Should have killed him.
All right. Brother John?
So mine is desperate. Well, I've been whipped like a rented mule for starters, and I will remember this episode for all my diminished days. The lesson has been as profound as it has been painful. Nothing is ever going to be good again.
God damn.
Man.
So I think, like, in his aftermath, I think he probably has, while that rage serum has worn off, I think it gave him a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde effect. So, like, he'll have episodes where suddenly he just hulks out.
Oh, God.
And so he ends up destroying things along his way. He ends up living a whole life like the Hulk, where it's just like, I don't fit in anywhere, and I'm like a miserable little existence he has.
But you're married.
But he's married. I don't know how that would work out. He probably tried to fix it, and then, like, because it's gun poo. Probably didn't really work out. People just kind of forgot about their marriage. So, like, when they split ways, no one cared. They're like, wait, weren't you married at one point in time? Sort of. It was a phase. Like, whatever. And that's just kind of how it goes. And it kind of fits into the being this desperate, nothing will ever be good again.
Gotcha. Let's do
Poor gun poo.
Kristen, because you had a positive one.
I'm not so sure about that because it says terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a strong feeling I'm dead right now, which feels like the right thing to be. My ugly failure has no doubt dragged people I care about into my contemptible wake, and they are probably dead too. I should be ashamed, but I bet I'm not because I'm terrible.
Man.
God.
Wow.
Hells.
Actually,
so much
that-
for my positive one.
So how the game actually works is the closer to 0 you get, the worse it is.
Yeah, they want you to be
So you
extreme.
want to either be as negative as possible or as positive
I
as
see.
possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because wait till you hear what mine is. It's pretty bad.
That's why we get worse and worse and worse as we end this game.
The fact that you got that is good because that's similar to mine.
How's look for your character, Kristen?
That's just the general feel of it.
Your
but-
husband's
Yeah.
ran off after
That's
being
the thing
old.
with her newfound character arc of actually caring about.
Gun poo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the grabbing onto cilantro thing actually worked. So I don't know if she's just like stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
You could have grabbed on,
Yeah.
but
We just do it.
no, more of like you weren't fully teleported.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe I took one of his hands with me or something.
Oh, gross. Just like the hand? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Because, I
just-
mean, he's already talked about his whole
Yeah.
aftermath, and
Yeah.
he's
Pretty much-
kind of chill, so
you got telefragged and maimed your husband.
Oh, no, my hand.
I tried.
Yep.
Mine is horrifying. I'm probably dead, right? Other people, too. Probably innocent people. There is no justice. There is no mercy. Everything is utterly painfully screwed, and it is all of it, my fault. So I can see this being the case because I could see him going into the dragon adventure with the ultimate goal of getting the necklace
Yeah.
and like kind of helping to train and get close with Cilantro for that goal.
Uh-huh.
So getting the necklace stolen is a failure. Not having Cilantro take it to me, but instead to take it to Fire Minds.
Yeah.
Fire
So
Wind.
Wind.
God.
That was a failure because I wasn't able to convince you to
Yeah.
like manipulate you in that way. And then the failure of that of being now that it's on that side, it gets destroyed and all of this happens.
Yeah. So
And even this final attempt to teleport has failed. So
Yeah.
like I could see him just like blaming himself for all that. For what happens, I could see was the other place, what was it called again?
White Fang.
White
White Fang.
Spire.
Wasn't that supposed to be in a different plane? Wasn't that hinted?
I don't, it's fine. Yeah.
I'll just say
Well, when
like
the portal exploded, who knows what
Yeah.
happens to
Yeah.
the planes.
Yeah.
That's where all the hip wizards go to hang out.
Yeah,
on a
White
different
Fang.
plane.
Get
I could
high.
see I could see Gwina teleported to some like blank dimension. Or that's just where he is now.
Yeah. Like my dandelion poof magic, like the area around this when I did my dandelion kind of like teleported people, but you like were off. Yeah.
Or maybe he and Achilles are there together.
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
in this white empty space. Like, God damn
Like
it.
it's Squidward in that
God damn
episode
it.
of the future. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do head work too. So yeah.
Future.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
For
Yep.
poor Cilantro, who got a 0, the worst outcome.
The
The most
singularity.
interesting, maybe.
The worst thing. I'm probably not dead because there are worse things than being dead. I'm going to take a moment and think about it and get back to you concerning what exactly the worst thing I can imagine is. I may ask you all for advice. I think he gets teleported into White Fang, but like he goes into like an inanimate object there. Ooh. So he's conscious, but he's probably like the toilet or something, or like a part of the building somehow, where he gets to watch and observe and see people living out their lives, and eventually we'll probably see
Like
fire.
the end
one.
of being John Malkovich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could just be White Fang itself, and like as people mine, you just feel it. As people move, you feel it, and it's just your body. And this thing is not natural. You're not supposed to move
Yeah.
that way. So every single time there's a movement of the gate,
Yeah.
or someone mines you, is like ripping open your body and putting clothes back again every
Yep.
single time.
I
I was-
agree.
I was going to suggest that you literally just poofed yourself into dandelions, and now you're a plant, and that's how you have to live out the rest of your existence.
I think, but like Danny, like I have become the area around White. Like my consciousness is in all of it.
Yeah, you're the mountain, but also there's dandelions all over this mountain now.
Like all of a sudden there's like one day they went out like that's
Where'd
a lot
this
of
all come
Danny-
from?
Where did all this come from? And it's like me going. It's like feel 1,000 veins.
and then, like when people walk on you, it's like ah.
Yes, exactly. Woo!
It's funny that the magic I told you to walk away from was not the most horrifying magic that could
Yes.
happen.
Oh
God.
my god!
Woo! So that was Fiasco.
I
What a
would
fiasco.
categorize that as such, yes.
Yes. It's not supposed to be. Yeah, I like it. Like it's chaotic,
Yep.
and I love it a lot.
Goes by
Everyone
its
goes.
name.
All right. Well, thanks for watching / listening.
Yeah.
Do you want to do any kind of reflection?
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
do
that would be good.
reflection. So I played this before. I like it.
The older version.
The older
Oh, yeah.
version. I like the cards.
Yeah.
You guys didn't experience it, but there used to be like a dice pool and dice stuff and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I like the cards a lot. There's just a lot of them right now. Whoops. What do you guys think?
I do like the guidance of the cards.
Yeah.
Just coming up with scenes out of nowhere could be difficult, but got easier the more scenes that we did,
Yeah.
because then we can build off stuff.
Yeah.
Being that first scene, like trying to think of what to do is a
Hard.
little difficult.
Yeah.
That's why they have the kicker, but we didn't use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I just took the example I gave and just went with it because why not?
It's always hard to play a game for the first time. I think playing it again would be a lot easier.
Yes, definitely.
But then also some of like the first cards we got dealt, I wanted to work with a ton of them because we had like, so we went with the arranged marriage, but I also had a need card that was needs to marry into royalty. So
Yeah.
like she would have to kill him. And then there was another of like needs to rule the undead.
Oh,
So like
I had-
marry an undead king or something. I know, I wanted that.
I had one that was need to kill our enemies and use them for necromancy experiments. I was like, I should have been. I was like, I
my-
wanted to put that there,
Power
but-
couple.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
jeez.
It's like we gotta like destroy our enemy.
Yeah.
But I guess that's one of the good things about Fiasco is like just play it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as like, Kristen, you're a writer, like I thought when I first played this game, it's like this is a really helpful like practice tool.
Sure.
Like to like get into the like how to thread plots and how to thread character. I mean, not very much. There's not a lot of character.
How to use prompts
Yes.
originally, like without copying necessarily.
Right. I like it.
I really like the streamline aspect. It'd be interesting when I get the actual physical one to do it again because there's supposed to be a little board as well.
Yeah, yeah, I
I think
saw
the little board would have helped us in.
But we also have a table
Yeah.
that is horrible.
But I guess maybe not for producing a show, but
yeah, but for playing.
like a Gen Con or whatever. Or
When do I play
I
games
know.
just for fun?
at a Catacon or I don't know, wherever.
Who plays games without a microphone?
Yeah, I
on?
don't know what
Yeah,
that's like anymore.
very rarely. Me either.
So if the final step was supposed to be, trading cards, what really stops you from trading all of either your positive or your negative so that
just
you
trade
are
You just
One.
won.
just one?
Just
Okay.
one. So in theory, we could have all agreed of like, oh no, actually, it should have been really great for
Dandelion.
so everyone could have just given a positive card.
Damn it, Witcher.
and just like pushed Amber over. and
Yeah,
stuff
you
like
guys
that.
could have all given me a bunch of like you could have collectively said, I'm gonna give you the let's give Amber let me take your negative.
And Cilantro's got the worst out of it. Let's all give it cilantro
even-
positive or negative, whichever they're leaning towards.
Yeah, and I had 2 negatives and 2
Positives.
positives.
So Amber could
So
have given,
you
like,
guys, I could have given
me
2
a
negatives.
You could have given a negative away.
Yeah.
But then everyone with a positive could have given you a positive.
Yes,
Oh, I
exactly.
should have gave one of my positives away, and then I would have been because I had. What was it? I had a 5.
you had only-
I would have had 10. I would have been.
But you can only give away your face down cards.
Yeah, you can't
Oh,
know.
I can't get rid of my positive one.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
I
That's the
getcha.
thing, though. Like, at least mechanically for yourself, if you know which pile is positive or negative, and you know the first batch that you had,
Yeah.
you can kind of metagame in that way to try and get more of a.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, this
A
is
wider
definitely a not like, it's more like, what's good for the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that aspect a lot because it's like, I know what I want to happen, but does it make a
Right.
good story? Does
And
it fit
that's
right?
the best of what tabletop gaming is collaborative storytelling.
Yeah.
I just got to play the asshole.
You always
always
play
do.
an asshole.
It was a fun one. Yeah, I liked it.
A fun asshole.
Who only spoken innuendos.
Yes. And took on small boys.
I,
as
you know what?
protege.
I should have played with this on my need to be hero. I want to say like what happened between Gunpoo and Firewind was like one day you as a wizard were like, oh, you will be a hero one day, and that's how you entice these kids to be
Oh,
your
yeah,
psychic.
yes,
And
and
you
you
train
always
them
say the same thing. Oh, you're going to be a hero.
You're the
someday.
chosen one.
You're the chosen.
Yeah.
That's been very
Gosh.
good.
And then I could have been like, that's why I'm so desperate to be an actual
That's so
hero,
slimy.
is because I'm trying to be a hero as in like a fairy tale hero or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, it's not working out. I got a new kid now. Beat it.
And the new kid was having none of it.
Nope.
Nope. My 52 snake necklace and I are going elsewhere.
Counting them all.
Really good.
All right. Well,
No, it was fun.
that was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. And
Thanks for printing all those cards out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cutting
really.
them
Yeah.
out and gluing the box together because I just wanted to see if I
It
could
fooled
do
me.
it.
I thought that was an actual
Me
box.
too. I was like, oh shit, what?
No. I guess to viewers, listeners, thank you as well. If you want to find me on the internet, you can do so on Twitter or any social media at Rocket Orca. And you can catch my podcast on the Geekspective Network, Shapeshift Cast, which comes out every other Thursday.
Thanks for being around. You can find me, Josh, at Evilly DM Josh on Twitter. You can find Tales from Mox Ferry on the Geek Spectrum Network as well. And hopefully 2 weeks from now, it will be Tales from Mox Ferry proper.
Godbound. Remember that game?
Godbound by Kevin Crawford.
Ooh.
Yeah, catch us on, I don't know, Ryutama Season 2.
Well, and in between the one shots as well.
Oh, yeah,
This will
we
be
got
up as a
those.
one shot.
I've got
Casket
some
Lands.
guests, some cool guests lined up.
Oh, dude.
I know.
Dude.
It's freaking me out sometimes. I'm like, what? You want
This
to be
isn't
in
real.
my game? Okay, cool. All right, so catch you on the internet. Bye.
Ooh, I'm tired. Oof.
Thank you for listening. If you've been enjoying Shapeshift, please leave a rating or review on Apple Podcasts. Sharing what you like about the show and talking about it with others is also super helpful and appreciated. I personally would love to see your thoughts and comments. And the best place to talk to me is on Twitter at Rocket Orca or at ShapeshiftCast. Shapeshift is a member of the Geekspective Network. There's a lot of other shows you can find me on at geekspective.com. There's Red Mage, Blue Mage if you like Magic the Gathering, Party Like It's the Greatest Year in Film if you enjoy movie discussions, and of course, Tales from Mox Ferry, an actual play of Godbound, which is streamed on the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch channel every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This episode was edited by Rudy Basso. You can find him on Twitter at Rudy Basso. That's RUDYBASSO. Thanks, Rudy.